Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is a little personal observations of the Windows 10 upgrade process and the fact that we're going to have a Redstone 1 update in June. And the fact that Microsoft is really slowing down the updates, and um, I'm not alone. I was reading an article from Paul Tarot on his website, and also a few other places had some articles about this. The fact that Microsoft is really slowing down its update process. We when Windows 10 came out, the update for Windows 10 was to be at a pace of about three major updates a year. Then it came to two updates, major updates a year, maybe because three was, a little too much, more wishful thinking than the possibility of doing it. But as we get more and more into the information that's coming out of Microsoft, what we see is that one of the reasons why updates are slowing down is the fact that people don't really like major updates. And one of the things that happened with update 15.11, which was the first major update to Windows 10 in November, what's called the November update, is that a certain number of people didn't like the fact that, it took a lot of time and had to install, and basically it's like reinstalling a new version of Windows 10 on your computer. And this people don't like. So Microsoft kind of, slowed down from 3 year to okay, we'll do two, and because people are going a little crazy with all these updates. But now we learned that 2016 will have maybe only one major update, which would be Redstone 1 in June, and that it would go up to March of next year, so in a year before Redstone 2 update. And that Redstone 2 update was supposed to be in November of this year to pretty much match with the November update of last year. Now, I think Microsoft should rethink that and should, do it at twice a year again. Because there's also something else that we're seeing here, and even though the update process of Windows is just amazingly nice with the fact that they upgrade their image files with the latest major updates, it really simplifies, the install for tech guys, for example. Instead of installing, I went to a client the other day and we installed Windows 7, and the Windows 7 copy that I have for install as a tech guy is with the Service Pack 1. And so I installed that and was greeted with 150 or something updates that had to install, and takes a million hours to install. And that's not cool. And of course, the fact that they update the image files for Windows 10, this simplifies this. There's also another simplification, is that instead of having hundreds of updates when you install Windows 10, well, you get cumulative updates that contain a lot of updates from the previous versions, which helps also. So yes, it is simpler, but because they only upgrade the ISO or image file with major updates, that also means that there's more time between each of the image files. So if you install, say, Windows 10 in May and they have Redstone in June, you'll have a big cumulative update that will install a lot of stuff from the month of November up to the month of May. So I think that's also a problem. I think Microsoft might need to consider having updated image files more often, say, every 3 months maybe, and not only when major updates are there. I think that would also simplify a lot for a lot of people. So, and I think Windows 10 needs to have a faster update pace. It's fun to have new features. It's fun to have, something that is nice and has all sorts of new gizmos. And as long as it doesn't, break anything or, change to a point where people get lost, I think two a year is not bad and should be kept for the pace of updates. I think that would be important to continue that pace of 2 a year and not slow it down to the really snail mail, or snail um, speed of the updates that they are now saying, and that would what give us one update this year, one next year, and one in 2018, or what is it exactly? So let's cross our fingers that they kind of reconsider this and match it more at two a year. I think that would be nice. And of course, I am really looking forward for the Redstone update of June. We'll see what's in that package and what's interesting in there. So these are my little personal observations of the updates, and Windows 10 is actually moving along at a much slower pace than previously taught by Microsoft. If you enjoy my videos, want to subscribe to my channel, you'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. And of course, you can ask for any questions. If you have a problem, we'll try to help you. And of course, hopefully, we can help you and maybe even post a video to help others. Thank you for following me on this channel. Please subscribe and give us thumbs up.